I guarantee you that after watching this video, you are going to see and use YouTube Studio differently. If you're a small creator here on YouTube and your channel is doing well, I promise you that channel could be doing way better. And if your channel is not doing well, I promise you that channel can be fixed. My name is Onel, and in this video, I am going to be teaching you how to read and understand YouTube Studio Analytics and how you can use that information to fix, grow, or improve your channel. When we head out to YouTube Studio, most of the time is just to check for views and see if our videos are getting views, or we check for revenue in case we are already monetized. So I am going to give you 6 parameters, six points that you're going to mainly look for in your YouTube Studio. The very first point number 1, is your impressions. How many impressions you're getting? What are impressions? Impressions are the number of times that your video is suggested to other people. So once you're scrolling on YouTube, those thumbnails that you're seeing, those videos that are seen and skipping, those are impressions of those videos. So you want to be checking how many impressions you are getting. How do you know if you are getting good level of impressions? First, if your channel is around, say, less than 5,000 subscribers and you're getting less than, between 0 and 5,000 subscribers, you are getting less than 1,000 impressions, know that that is not good. If you are getting between 10,000 and 50,000 impressions, know that your channel is doing well normally. If you are getting above 50,000 impressions, know that your channel is doing extremely well. Now, what do you do in the case where you are not having a good amount of impressions? How can you fix that? Once you're not getting good amount of impressions as a small channel, there is a very clear reason that YouTube is not recommending your videos. And why is YouTube not recommending your video? There are so many reasons. You can be posting random content, or you are still very new that YouTube does not know who to recommend your channel to. So the best way to fix that impression problem is to stick to one topic and post for at least 30 days on that topic. That's just the best way to fix your impressions issues. This point number 2 to read is your click-through rate. Now, what is click-through rate? Click-through rate is the number of people that actually click divided by the number of people that see that video times 100. So your click-through rate is the number of people that click on your video divided by the number of people that see that video times 100. And how do you know if your click-through rate is good or not? Okay, obviously on YouTube they are going to show you ash gray shows that is bad, green, a light green shows that it is good, and thick green shows that it is very good. But in this case, as a small channel, if you are getting less than 3% click-through rate, that means that your channel is not doing well. If you are getting less than 3% click-through rate, between 4% and 8%, your channel is doing very well. Anything above that, your channel is doing extremely well. So you have to be checking your click-through rate. Now, what happens if you are not having a good click-through rate? If you are not having a good click-through rate, it means possibly that one of these 2 issues, there are 2 issues involved. One is your thumbnail is either not good, or it is too complicated, or 2, your title is not good, or your title is boring. So either your title is boring or it is not good, or thumbnail is boring, it is too complicated, or it is boring again. So those are the ways that you can fix click-through rate, improve on your titling, and improve on your thumbnails. That is just how you can fix the problem with click-through rate. Now, the third one is your average view duration. Your average view duration, that's the third point that you're going to look for. Your average view duration is the summation of everybody that is watching that video divided by the summation of every minute that everybody is watching that video divided by the number of people that watches. Okay, so averagely, how long are people watching your video? How long do people stay on your channel to watch? That's what we call average view duration. And if you are getting an average view duration which is below 30%, means your video is not good. If you are getting an average view duration that is between 30 and 50%, it means your video is doing well. If above 50%, you are doing extremely well. So if you are getting a bad average view duration, how can you fix that? That one is a very personal problem for you in particular. You need to improve your pacing, how fast you're talking, how much information you're putting in per minute in a video. If you take a video and you're yapping all around and you're not giving information, people are going to not watch for long and the average view duration is going to drop. So the simple fix for average view duration is to fix your pacing, how fast you're talking, how good you are talking, where you are feeding in information on that video. If you have to say something and you keep meandering around before you come and say it, you are encouraging people to drop. So we're moving to point number 4, audience retention. Now, audience retention is almost as the opposite of average view duration. Audience retention is how fast people are dropping from your video. How fast are people dropping from your video? When you go on the audience retention graph, you're going to see the graph moving up and down, and you're going to see places down. These places down are the places where people drop. The places up are the places of high interest where people really stick around to watch. Okay, so you need to go on that retention graph and see where people dropped, where the graph dropped, and where the graph went up. When you check that information, you can use it in future videos to know what to say and what not to say in a video. The very fifth point that you're going to be checking for is watch time. This one is just a secondary issue because it depends on now your average view duration, your click-through rate, and your retention rate. So if you can get a good retention rate, a good click-through rate, and a good everything, you're going to get watch time. Watch time, what is watch time? Watch time is the total summation of the amount of seconds that people watch your video divided by 3,600. That is to give you in watch hours. So say that 1,000 people are watching your videos for 7 minutes each. They'll take 1,000 times 7. That is 1,000. That is 7,000. And you multiply it by 60 to get the amount of seconds, and you divide it by 3,600 to get the amount of hours that the people are watching. So if I'm talking too much math, it is generally the total amount of time that people have watched that video. Okay, that's all about watch time. Now the last one, which is engagement. All right, engagement is the likes, the comments, the shares, and everything else. How often are people commenting on your videos? How often are people sharing your videos? How often are people liking your videos? This does not translate directly to getting your channel grow, but it gives a positive signal to YouTube. And for you, if you are getting low engagement, the best thing you can do is ask questions on that video. So my question here is, did you do the things? Are you the type of person who is just good at going on YouTube Studio just to see your views? And are you having a YouTube channel at all? If you're having a YouTube channel, please leave a comment. I can head out there and see your channel. And of course, if you did not understand any of this, leave me a comment. I'll come and give you a comment that helps you how to understand this. If you do all of this, I promise you, you are going to use your YouTube Studio for a very good advantage. For those who are telling you to delete YouTube Studio because it's distracting you, I promise you it's actually distracting, because most of the time I will be depressed and feeling bad because my videos did not get views, and I saw that on YouTube Studio, and I just simply ignore the fact that I can use the information there to improve the next video. So if you watch up to this point, I hope that you learned something. I hope you leave me a comment. I hope you leave a like. And I am Onel from West Africa, signing out.